Good evening, everybody. Let's go. Friday night, Juan and the Paisan, Cranston PD Live. Share that you are watching. Let me do a full mic check. There we go. Okay. All right. Good evening, one and all. It is Friday night, and we are once again riding with Sergeant Garvasi with the Cranston Police Department. And Sergeant, we had talked about having these types of nights, and we finally have. I think it hit 80 degrees today.
Yep. It's a very nice, beautiful night. There's a lot of traffic on the roadways right now. It's been kind of simmered down so far tonight, but we'll see what the night brings.
Okay. Can you touch on? So you were involved with some pretty extensive training this week.
Yep. So this week, the department was fortunate enough to attend a professional development training for supervisors this week. So the department takes a lot of pride in the training of the officers, which I'm fortunate for. So I got to go experience that this week. And
what is the reaction with some of the other departments to the Cranston Police Department?
They love it. They love it.
Can we share some of them? We're saying, "Where's Juan?"
Yeah. They love it.
Come on. All right.
It's different.
It is different.
All
right, folks. Share that you were watching. Just getting rolling here, Friday night. I want to thank Roberta Farrell. There we go. All right. 7:35. Folks, remember, if you type in someone's name, it should notify them. They can join us. It is a beautiful Friday night, Mother's Day weekend. We are just getting set in. I have some special hellos we're going to give out as the night progresses. We're going to see what's in store. See what's exactly happening. It was very dramatic last Saturday night.
Bruno and Canine Zeus right there.
Yes. Oh, okay. There they are. There they are. Folks, thumbs up for Sergeant Bruno and Zeus.
Meeting at Roebuck for 10:50.
Friday night, again, Cranston PD Live. Folks, what has just been a beautiful Friday. It's going to kick off Mother's Day. So much to catch up on. Got huge reaction last Saturday night.
05.
As we
14 Celestia Ave for a 2701 report.
As we were first ones to arrive.
Can you check Lawrence at Princess for a registration plate in the roadway?
Construction areas. It's a little bump area.
Has been a lot of construction around.
Lots.
Yep.
Well, we like it because eventually this will all be new,
Yes,
so
that's exactly right.
Before it gets nice and easy, it's a little difficult. But
Any reports of ETVs in the city?
no.
7 seconds.
I have not heard anything.
Okay.
Not anything all week about anything about ATVs, or especially today.
Fantastic.
Not even one call.
Wow. Huh. Not surprised.
We'll be there.
All right. Now, folks, again, we are on Park Avenue. Those tents where I believe there's a watch party next Friday night. I want to thank them for supporting the program. Similarly, though, Sergeant, the good weather does seem to bring people out quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. There's a ton of traffic right now, so usually it dies down, but
And it's interesting. There's well, we'll talk in a moment. Folks, we want to thank Ann and Roberta. It was a crazy afternoon yesterday. David Sammartino, all the members of Team Juan. Hey, folks, just a reminder, coming up Tuesday night, we're going to have live coverage, Vigil, Charlotte Lester, 1 year later. More details on that on the Facebook page, or right now we are in Cranston. Sergeant, what was it like? This is totally random, but during the pandemic, when everyone was just on lockdown, what was it like patrolling that?
oh god, it was dead. It was something like
Morgan D20 of the area. I got nothing showing tonight.
it was a very, very weird time, especially obviously we were enforcing the laws applicable when we could, but as far as like stopping cars for minor offenses, that was like not happening, because it was like we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what we were facing. We didn't know the seriousness or not seriousness of whatever the disease is. We're all human. We don't want to get sick either. Right. So it was a very, very, very weird time. It's just crazy, once in a lifetime experience.
It does feel now like tonight. It definitely feels like we're back to normal.
Oh, we are rolling. We are back to normal, 100%.
Plus, police would have masks, and also, I would imagine suspects and the people had masks.
Yeah. It's just weird because it normalized masks, right? Yes. So, before COVID, if somebody walked in, or even near a bank, or somebody was even walking down the street with a mask on, we would probably just jump on them and see what they were doing. It just wasn't normal, and that would raise your reasonable suspicion. Now it's just normalized.
And also, when we talk about various forms of crime and how it evolves a little bit, not to give it away, but there's a new sense of Facebook market crime where people are showing up and getting robbed.
Yeah, so that's a way for people to lure a victim into a situation where they could take advantage of them and whatnot. So there's it's definitely something where we're aware of. We also offer for our police station as a safe zone for, like, for example, Craigslist, marketplace transactions, stuff like that.
You check podcast Strathcona for a vehicle in the intersection at DMV.
So is that right on the left when you come into the station? That's where people can do Facebook.
Yeah, so right.
Craigslist?
So our whole lot, or inside of the station's monitor, we have surveillance. So it's a safe area. Obviously, it's a police station. If it's not safe there, then nowhere in this city is safe. But you can go there and do your transactions and know that there's a sense of security while you're doing it.
Do you sometimes, like, for instance, during the course of the day, will you see people pulling over there and doing matching?
Yeah, I mean, we see that a lot. There's a lot of child custody exchanges that will happen there too, just as it kind of gives it a fair grounds for it to occur.
Is that that motorcycle gang?
Yes, it is.
Now, they've been quiet so far.
Yeah, we'll check them out in a little bit.
Folks, again, good evening, one and all. Juan and the Paisan.
AT&T Wireless 540 Reservoir Ave. So, party in the store, they removed. 17 following.
In a row.
10, I'll head toward that. A call for a male refusing to leave the store. Possibly causing an issue inside the store. They just want him dispersed.
There, wait. 73 1 out on the third floor. That's a probably outstanding other story in the parking lot. Yeah, it's the final building.
That's right,
In any event, we'll slow it down. We'll head towards that way just in case, but we'll just slow it down.
And this is sometimes retailers deal with this, a problematic customer.
Yeah, it could be a civil matter between a purchase or sale or whatnot, and they just want the person dispersed from their property. And it's a private business, you know, it's not public property or anything like that, so they have the right to refuse service for those types of reasons and have the person dispersed if they want.
The store owner did the right thing by just contacting them.
Yeah, don't even engage in the person, just contact us and we'll do what we can to have a peaceful resolution.
Is that what sometimes we don't know, but it could be a dispute over some kind of a sale, someone wants their money, whatever it may be.
Most of the time it's just minor stuff that where people they're a little elevated and heated. That's 10 MO.
Handful.
Then they installed another phone number in my phone. I couldn't do anything with my phone when I was in Canada. Every time I call, the phone that they installed in my phone, the number is a new number. It will come up. I call my wife, I call my kid. They said, this is not your phone number, that's why we're not picking up your phone. I'm like, okay.
So where's your car?
This is my car.
Okay. So listen, this is what's going to happen in a brief nutshell, okay? You were very disorderly in the store today, okay? We have several. Hear me out, and then I'll be more than happy to hear you out. You were very disorderly in the store today, okay? Borderline on arrestable offense.
I didn't do anything wrong.
I'm not done speaking, sir.
Okay.
Hear me out, okay? According to 5 other people, you were very disorderly, okay? Here's what's going to happen from this point. There's plenty of other AT&T stores. You're going to be formally trespassed not to come back to this AT&T store. Okay. You're going to have to find another one.
Okay.
Okay, fair enough. So we're just going to copy down some information, get a written statement, and you're going to be trespassed. Okay, if you have any problems.
You want to hear, I haven't finished. What caused this?
I can't help you with your internal AT&T problems.
Okay.
I wish I could. If I could, I would. But unfortunately, You wouldn't let them help you. You didn't want to hear what he had to say, and that's the bottom line. So we're going to get your information. We're going to copy everything down, and you're going to be on your way.
Okay.
Fair enough?
No problem.
All right? Just go to the next AT&T store, and whatever's going on with your phone, your service, you're going to have to deal with them.
Okay.
Fair enough? Good?
But I just don't understand this.
So there's plenty of other AT&T stores.
I
that
understand.
Yeah, so,
I mean, they do something with my phone,
yeah.
which I give it to them, and they install something else. I brought it back, and the guy's telling me maybe I'm drunk. I'm like, what do you mean I'm drunk? And I said, I just want to speak to the manager.
Just a trespass, yeah. He's got disorderly in the store. They don't want to get involved
Then you
with
tell
that.
me, oh,
They're happy with the trespass. He was having some internal issues that they can't help him with here, and he wasn't happy with that. He wasn't satisfied with that. So. You can't come into a public store and act like that, sir.
I did not. I asked him for his manager's phone number. That's what I said.
He is the manager.
He
He's the manager.
told me the day that I came, maybe I was drunk. That's why I didn't understand what he said. I'm like, I didn't drink. I said, check your camera. I came here just to ask you if my plan covered Canada. I went to Canada, everything was screwed up my phone. And I came back, he changed everything back. And on my way out, he's telling me, oh, maybe you drink that day. I'm like, what do you mean? Look at me. He said, oh, I saw you with the cop. I said, you saw somebody else. Check your camera. Don't insult me like that. That's all I said. I said, by the way, just give me your boss phone number so I can talk to him. I explained. And that's how he started telling me to get out. He will throw me out. He will call cops. I didn't know. I haven't said anything. I just asked him that. That's insult. Why would you tell me that I'm drunk because of the miscommunication about the phone? I didn't want to buy phone. You told me there's a phone 400 and you give me 350 for mine. I said, okay, that's a good deal. I'll give you $50 different. You agree. Then by the end of it, you tell me, oh, it's 800 now. I'm like, what do you mean 800? You're gonna pay out for 400. So yeah. I'm like, then what are you giving me for my phone? He said, that's the deal. I said, you should have explained that to me in the beginning. I didn't want to buy a phone. But that's not even the case. I'm fine with everything. I'm like, I don't want that service anymore. I walk away. Then you tell me, oh, by the way, did you drink when you were here that day?
Yeah.
Why would you talk to me like that?
All right, Mr. Dessou.
Yeah.
So here's the... That's your... Lasagna Dessou?
Yeah.
Okay. So again, at this point, you're formally trespassed. Do not come back in the store.
No problem.
Deal with AT&T at another store or call their call center. Okay?
All right, folks, share that you are watching. That was Sergeant Bruno. We're going to go on our way. Thank you for the stars. What do we have, Sergeant?
So he came in, he was acting disorderly, just getting loud with the manager inside the store, causing an issue inside the store, which is disrupting the orderly running of the business. So they don't want any issues with that. They just want him no trespass from the store. So what we did was we just took a statement from them indicating such, and he's been warned that he's not allowed to return to the store. He can use another store or use their online services or over the phone. And that's a peaceful resolution.
Yep. All right, folks, we're on our way. Thank you for the stars on this Friday night. You're watching Cranston PD Live. Oh. There's some people honking at Sergeant Corvasi. Oh. Here we go. You got some fans out there. Sergeant Bruno gave him the lay of the land.
Check. Good 10. Up and over. 10-8. I see.
Could you also just explain when you say he's now been no trespass? What does that mean?
Yeah, so it's
We're going to be 10-8. Floor's going to take a no trespass off.
So he was formally warned that he is not allowed back at the property of AT&T on Reservoir Avenue. And so if he violates that, if he returns, he's in violation of the no trespass order that we gave him, which would mean that he would be subject to an arrest.
In a private business, they have that right to do that.
Yes, private business, private property.
Yep.
I mean, we even have the ability to no trespass people from public areas where they're causing issues. Something. Say somebody was continuously going to the Bain track, right, which is city-owned property, and doing some lewd acts or something, we can no trespass them from that property.
Or whatever, causing some kind of.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it would. I mean, obviously they have to do something to. We can't just go around saying, "Hey, you're no trespass from over here."
All right, folks. Again, Friday night, peaceful resolution. Thumbs up for the Cranston Police. Do you want to give a shout out, officer? Who were the other officers? That was Sergeant Bruno with K9. Who else?
That was Officer Robbins.
Yes.
You rode with Officer Robbins, right? Right.
Yes.
Tactical, and then Officer Mike Rocchio. Both all very good people.
And the store owner, he just wanted it resolved.
You just want to resolve the store manager there. He didn't want no issues. Didn't want the person arrested. Just wanted him to leave, and that's all.
It didn't sound like it was going to be resolved.
Yeah. It didn't seem like any issue.
All right, folks. Again, we continue on our way. Friday night, beautiful May night. We are now right at Cranston East, Cranston City Hall, and there is the Park Cinema as well.
As much as I like being out in this type of weather, it's good working in it too, which is very nice. And
It's a different atmosphere.
yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. A lot better than being in the snow. A lot better when it's 150 degrees.
Yeah. Oh.
These people are just.
Rush to get to the ATM. Right, folks, we're on Pontiac Avenue.
Everyone else's world, I'm just living in it.
Cool, that's it. G5, Reservoir, Calumet, New Jersey, John 21, Robert, Union Trust. Joy. Okay. Okay.
Now, Sergeant, Sunday is Mother's Day, which means a lot of families getting together, which can be domestics.
It can be. Well, most of the time you'll see people are together that want to be together. So hopefully it's no issues. Christmas, and Thanksgiving. Those are kind of those holidays where you're kind of obligated to see the family members. So
Right.
I wouldn't say Mother's Day one of those days, but you never know. Like I said, this is a very unpredictable job.
Yes.
Saturday night right now, you would anticipate us to be jamming.
Right.
The other night I read that, I think it was Tuesday night, it was through the roof.
Wow.
So, just very unpredictable.
Folks, how are the allergies?
Oh, a lot better.
Oh,
I
good.
could taste my gum, I feel good.
People are asking on the screen, how's it sound?
I feel great.
Folks, again, just about 8 o'clock in the east. You're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan on the Paisan. Still light out. This is a beautiful time of year.
I just let you know, I guess I made an error. Today is Friday night, not Saturday.
Yes.
I'm already got blasted.
All right. Now, just, I'd say about a mile back, that was my imagination, a strong wave of cannabis came waving over. Wow.
Yep.
And there's just nothing that can be done. It's now legal.
Yeah, and I was talking about it with some of the guys I met up with this week, and I just think there wasn't a lot of thought that went into, obviously there was a lot of thought by, there's a lot of other things that it affected, especially with, driving, public places, all that type of stuff, so I like checking back here and see what's... Sometimes you'll see people loitering over here that, so at Harrington Hall, they have to stay out for certain periods at a time, or they don't make it back in time, so they don't get a bed. So some people will come back here, they'll drink and stuff like that. So just like checking it out.
Folks, again, Friday night, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan on the Paisan. Certainly share that you are watching or type in someone's name, especially if they are Cranston. Just a reminder, this will be also available on demand and also on YouTube, Spotify. Then if you watch the replay, you could always just do #replay. A lot of people watch it afterwards. Last Saturday night, that's when we came upon the individual that was lighting the fireworks and then started the fire.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So there was further investigation into that later in the night, and as you're aware, the Cranston Fire Prevention came down to investigate, and then later the fire marshal's office came down, and they attempted to interview the subject who he didn't want an interview, so he didn't waive his constitutional rights for an interview, which is fine. But there was some indications that, I don't know if you remember, he allegedly was saying that he lit off ground fireworks.
Yes.
I don't think that was, I think they were illegal aerial fireworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
But there was too much, everything was burnt up and everything, so it was very hard to determine that, but...
He was initially cooperative, then became uncooperative.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. He may have not intended, may have not intended to, cause all that, but the statute says causes, procures, or aids. So
It wouldn't seem that legal fireworks would do that type of damage.
no.
How was it? When do you? When do fireworks start to get busy? Is that June towards the 4th of July?
Yes. Right towards the end of June, early July. 4th of July is like a.
5746.
It's just something else, non-stop. It's like calls for fireworks, shots fired, because people call on bolts, and you can't just blow it off thinking it's a firework.
It's an example of another sergeant. Example of that they were illegal, and now all of a sudden they are legal.
Yep.
It makes it difficult for people with pets.
Yes. So aerial fireworks are illegal. If you possess a certain amount, it becomes a felony. The use of them is an arrestable offense. Again, the illegal fireworks, aerial fireworks, stuff like that. It's enumerated in the statute exactly, but yeah, that's why people go up to New Hampshire and whatnot and purchase them.
That's right. Some people start calling in shots fired.
Yeah, they just, especially older people, they just get confused of what's happening. And of course, as you can imagine, we have to take that serious because we don't know. 4th of July is also a big party time. A lot of people get together. It's a very, very busy night. No matter what, 4th of July is busy. No matter what.
It's a big holiday.
Yes. I would say 4th of July, generally speaking, is probably the busiest night of the year for us.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Sounds like a good night for Cranston PD Live.
It's busy.
Wow.
Very busy.
All right. I'm in. I'll check that with the commander, but...
Very busy.
Well, it's 4th of July. Do a thumbs up if you'd like to see Cranston. That's coming end of July.
Yeah.
So planning full coverage. The length of the feast. That's also busy.
Yeah, it's very busy. Takes a lot of manpower. By the end of it, everybody's just exhausted.
Well, that's thousands of people descend on the city.
Yeah.
What are some of the violations and arrests around the feast?
Oh, there's everything you could think of. Public, disorderly conduct, offenses against public, assaults. We've dealt with shootings, stabbings. We've had a shooting that was right down the street from the St. Mary's Feast.
Wow.
A lot of fights, vandalisms. There's a lot of stuff that occurred during the feast.
Wow.
I mean, luckily we've been able to curtail a lot of it, and in recent years it's been going down a lot. But at any point, that's something that could just explode.
Yep. And is that Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's generally Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday through Sunday. But the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah, those are the busy nights.
Yes.
Trustee.
So is that everyone's expected to be working those days?
Oh, yes. Yeah. If you're scheduled to work those days, you are here probably 16 hours.
Wow. And a lot of different events around the feast, right? The road race.
Yeah. And then, obviously, we're responsible for the rest of the city.
Right.
So.
Right. And 4th of July, what types of, is a lot of that just disorderly and parties and fights and things like that?
Exactly. DUI.
That's a big party holiday.
Oh, yeah, it's huge. Now all these streets during St. Mary's Feast, all those streets by see that manor right there?
Yes.
So it's like Brigg Street, Knight Street, Green, all go up with fireworks. The whole street's parked, people parked everywhere, double parked, fireworks. It's just crazy.
Is it hard to get around? Are you on foot or by vehicle?
Everything. It's it's usually blocked off. There's a certain area blocked off, so you have to either go on foot. We obviously have patrol bicycles and motorcycles. We'll utilize those. But that's one of those events that all available resources come out, and we use everything, drones, everything like that.
All right, again, folks, Friday night, Juan and the Paisan, you're watching Cranston PD Live. Really tell the difference with how it's lighter out later. Yep. Nice time for people to be sitting outside. Yep. That's right, we're on Park Avenue.
That's
10. Test 10.
You want to clear G20 in Knightsville gazebo area, please?
That's right, the feast would take up a lot of resources, but you do have the whole city to worry about.
Yeah. It's a lot to manage, but it's fun. You know, it makes it go by fast. We'll take a check of up Plainfield Pike by the Walmart over there. There's been a lot of issues with shopliftings and stuff like that.
1 Henry Edward, 862. It's going to be in front of 530 North.
I'm sorry, what was the location again?
530 Wellington.
Yes.
We are at the intersection Park Avenue, Atwood Avenue. Friday night, Cranston, Rhode Island.
Yep.
We were talking last week that, despite all the education and opportunities for other options, DUI continues to be a big problem.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's a problem where people. It's an easily avoidable issue if people would just use Uber, arrange transportation, stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what's
That's not.
That's 10.
G5 Atwood and Fletcher, Queen Zebra 495. have a license on you? Paperwork on the vehicle? We just stopped you for the red light there. Yeah. It was kind of the brink. How's your night going besides this? Pretty good. The insurance card? Okay. How's your driving history?
What's that?
How's your driving history? Any tickets or anything like that?
4 years ago, I had a ticket in North Carolina, but that's about it.
Oh, really? For what?
Speeding.
All right, I'll be right with you. All right, guys?
Folks, again, share that you are watching. Let's see what happens. Thank you for the stars on this Friday night if you're enjoying Cranston PD Live.
So I think it was just poor timing. Thought he could beat it a little, you know. So he told me that he had, when I asked him if he had any, how was his driving history or anything like that, he had a ticket in North Carolina for speeding.
Sorry, I didn't.
We won't have that information. That won't come up on here. We only have state data for driving. Actually, I think we do also have Mass, but the other states won't come up. And he has nothing in the state, which obviously would go into my decision of what I would do in this situation with my discretion. But I like to stop people most of the time. Not give them, you know, a warning, and hopefully it deters them from any future conduct of, you know, bad driving, and, you know, hopefully next time he comes up to a red light, he realizes I should just slow down.
All right, folks, let's see what happens.
Okay, my friend, I won't hold you here any longer than you have to be. All right, just slow down, be careful, okay?
Thank you so
All
much.
right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a great night, guys.
You're welcome.
And you never know with that. Sometimes someone could be evading police for a reason, going through a red light.
Absolutely. You know, something like that where they're trying to... criminals are smart people, believe it or not. They just use their mind towards the wrong thing. They're smart people that use their mind towards the wrong thing. So, for example, if somebody's doing counter surveillance on you, and or they're just overly worried about police contact for a reason, you know, they're carrying a gun or drugs or anything, you know, what have you, they'll do something like that where they try to get the red light, so you get stuck at the red light, and then you're no longer behind them. So, a lot of considerations, a lot of stuff that...
Do they try to get it so that you get the red light?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times I would pull out behind a car, and that car will take the first right or left just to avoid contact. And guess what? Then they get pulled over because it...
And is that a red flag sometimes?
Oh, absolutely. Like if I pulled out, we go to Webster Ave and I pull out, everybody turns into McDonald's. Everybody's going to McDonald's, you know.
To avoid any contact.
Yes. So sometimes you'll do it, pull out behind them. If you develop probable cause to stop the person, you pull out behind them. They turn to, for example, McDonald's. Just keep drive away, all right? You still got your probable cause and watch what they do. And then they pass, well, then you stop them. Oh, where'd you go? McDonald's. All right. Where's your McDonald's? I didn't get it. There you go. Develops your reasonable suspicion and probable cause that other criminal activities afoot.
Folks, again, Friday night. You're watching Cranston PD Live. Also, that DUI from last Saturday night where he crashed his vehicle. Yes. That was bad damage.
Yeah. Bad damage. No, luckily no injuries. No.
Amazing.
It's crazy. Very lucky. That guy should consider himself very lucky.
Right down the street from the police station.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the station parking lot is used as a custody swap meet.
Yes, yes.
So individuals that have maybe difficult child arrangements.
Child disputes, stuff like that, custody disputes.
Wow. They have to meet at the police station parking lot to exchange the child.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what, though? I'd rather see that happen than us get called for a dispute or a disturbance or domestic or anything like that. So if that's what they have to do to keep the peace and maintain their own order, then so be it.
Is that a call sometimes on a Sunday night of child wasn't returned on time?
Yeah, and unfortunately we try not to get involved with that.
Yeah.
Because that's up to the family court. A lot of people don't, they just don't, and no fault of their own, they just don't understand that we don't have the ability to just say, okay, we're going to go get this kid and take him back.
Right.
But it's up to the family court to enforce that or hold someone in contempt or anything like that. I want to go and...
Now they get some shoplifting complaints at this point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm surprised I haven't heard one yet today.
And is that in-store security that they grab the...
Yeah, they're very good. They have a lot of, they have their own loss prevention division. They're very good. Sometimes too good. It's just non-stop busy here.
Front door wasn't closed properly. House is secure. Between 8.
That's 10.
Yes, sir.
Log Terminal G20, please, Walmart. You too. So in regards to panhandlers, we don't enforce any panhandling or anything like that, unless they were causing, disorderly or causing an issue with oncoming motorists. But we don't enforce that. There was some type of court decision regarding, freedom of speech, stuff like that, and they have their right to do that. So,
fortunately, not too many of them.
Yep.
Can that sometimes be a problem at an intersection, or?
Yeah, I mean, it could be a problem with their own safety stepping into the intersection. Not so much there, but somewhere like New London Avenue where it's pretty prevalent. It's a major intersection. You don't want to see anybody get injured. You also don't want to see them holding up traffic and causing congestion and issues like that. That's the major concern about it.
Folks, again, Friday night, good evening, one and all. You're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Juan riding along Sergeant Corvese, Cranston, Rhode Island. What has been a beautiful Friday night, weather-wise, beautiful day, actually, Mother's Day weekend. Sure, we want to wish a happy Mother's Day to Mama Corvese.
Yes, happy Mother's Day. Sunday.
Is the sergeant, are you working or day off? Or?
I am day off. Not sure what we're going to do, though, because I might have to work overtime tomorrow night.
People are out in the city tonight.
It's a good night. I don't want to say the Q word, but it's a nice night. We need this once in a while because, like I said, some nights we are just jamming and it takes a lot out of you. And there's a lot more than, when you leave, you do all your work, you leave. It doesn't end right there. You've got court cases, and testifying, and so, it's just a lot goes into it. So.
And paperwork.
Paperwork. How could you forget? It's the most fun part, I should say.
In what area of the city is this from watching?
This is Knightsville. This is, Knightsville area. Coming up to the St. Mary's Church. I'll go further out west. I don't like being away from the center of the city. I like being able to go everywhere quick. should be getting paved this week.
A little bit of a rough road. Hopefully done by the time the feast rolls around.
Yes, this will be.
I believe there was a bad fire the other night right on the Cranston West Warwick line of a house fire. I think that was sometime late Tuesday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No injuries?
I don't believe so. But it is springtime. It is, I don't want to say nicer for policing, but more comfortable policing
Oh, yes, yes.
than being out in the bitter cold.
Yeah. It makes things a lot easier.
Yep. And once again, just to reaffirm, you're not supposed to smoke cannabis while you're driving.
No, no.
Some people have that misconception.
It's illegal. It's DUI. DUI.
I know you mentioned one time pulling someone over and they said, "Oh, it's okay, it's just pot."
Yeah, yeah. People would, I guess that comes along with the breakdown with the implementation of it. There wasn't a lot of education for people given, or the chance to educate people. I think that those things like that should have been educated upon the public first before everything became, legalized.
Yes.
I shouldn't say it's legal. It's regulated.
Regulated, right.
It's not legal. It's regulated.
And what about the homeless? We haven't really seen any homeless people as we've been.
No, it's been good. It's been very good. And our crisis intervention team and our community outreach unit has done a great job of doing like community cleanups and going out and trying to like there was a big issue with the homeless around the bike path and stuff like that in the wooded area.
Some of these encampments.
Yeah, so getting them out of there, trying to get them some resources and stuff like that. So, and I think it worked very well. So unfortunately, the people that were housing themselves along the bike path were leaving a bunch of trash and stuff that I'm not going to really go into it, but there's stuff that you wouldn't want to see on a bike path.
At Howard for an older tan or gold colored Nissan, possibly 1055 operator, on the 1 Mary Union 865.
And which way is it going?
Yeah.
This is Cranston Street.
See that?
Yep.
See us and just not walking.
There's the McDonald's.
Looks like it's here.
Yep.
So that was interesting. He stops and starts walking the bike.
Mhm.
Yep. They know. There's an ATV back there, folks. Cranston, strict policy on ATVs.
I know.
Yep. Now, we don't know, but that did not look like a registered.
No, I will bet a lot of money it wasn't. We have guys posted up everywhere right now, stopping cars. We're trying to stop cars. And there's just, although there's a lot of traffic, it doesn't mean there's a lot of violations or a lot of like, you know.
How's Edgewood been?
It's been good. We're ready. We'll go down there right now. It's been good.
That was the site of the fatality with the illegal bike.
Yeah, we'll go down there right now. Like I said, I have not heard not one thing about it. So.
Folks, this is the scene on the right last Saturday night where that vehicle ran into the light post and was fully engulfed right up here on the right.
Looks like it's all cleaned up now.
Yeah. That could have gone a lot worse if he had veered left.
Yes, correct. Could have went right to oncoming traffic. Or, God forbid, right onto the highway.
Folks, again, Friday night, you're watching Cranston PD Live.
Yes, sir.
It's Juan on the Paisan,
Okay.
riding with Sergeant
Going
Cordesi.
close on the bicycles.
Folks, share that you are watching. You can also type in someone's name. Want a special shout out, Massachusetts State Police, they enjoy it. Walpole Police. Lynn, Massachusetts. The Cape. Danbury, Connecticut Police. Many of all the Rhode Island. Special shout out to the Chief of Police in Bristol. He's also the president of the Rhode Island Chiefs Association. Hopefully nursing that hamstring injury. Getting ready for the big game. Special shout out to Ann, flying solo tonight. Also, very special shout out to Captain Chris, who's in a very difficult physical situation. Everyone's pulling for him. He's in very serious condition in the hospital. Big fan of the program. We're on Park Avenue in Cranston, heading towards the Edgewood area, right by the Harvey Bennett Sports. We are riding along Sergeant Corvisi on this Friday night. Oh, good. Well, welcome back, Roberta. Folks, Roberta Farrell. I want to thank her and Ann. Big job on the other side. We are right now at the intersection of Park Avenue and Warwick Avenue. If you take a right, you go to Warwick, and then left goes down where we're going to hit Broad Street, and then we're right near the Providence line into Washington Park. Right here on the left is where I used to stand and wait for the bus to Bishop Hendricken.
Really?
Yes. I grew up right out down that street from Crest Avenue. Every morning, the 7:10. Sometimes the 7:30. Folks, this Hall Manor. Villa Ave. Scandinavian Home. Canning Hall. Near St. Paul's Church. It's actually a very pleasant Friday night here, folks. Cranston, Rhode Island. Getting messages. How far are we from Boston? We're 1 hour south of Boston. And 3 hours north of New York City. And we are going to be coming up to the Providence line. That's right. We're right now, right on Broad Street. Betsy Williams. Coming up on the left is going to be where the fatal crash was. There's J.P. Spoonham's. I hadn't seen that before. The guy sitting outside the barber shop.
Yeah, it's summertime. They'll sit there.
It is. Will they?
Yeah.
Wow. How late does that go until?
No,
Not that
should
late?
no,
Oh,
they won't
okay.
be that late.
Just for a little while.
It's not an often occurrence, but
No.
I'm sure they're taking advantage of the nice night.
Yeah. Folks, again, we are in Edgewood, and it is a nice night. And Sergeant, I think one of the biggest things is people certainly see that Cranston police don't just sit at the station waiting for a call. Very proactive.
No, we fly around all night.
Yep.
You know,
Very proactive.
searching.
Yep.
But you know, it's great, but it also sometimes, you know, we do such a good of a job. Sometimes there's nights like this when you want to be busy and want to do stuff, but there's people, and I've told you this before, but I worked in the narcotics unit, and there's people that when you would arrange to do an operation with the dealer, that they would say, nah, not coming to Cranston, meet me east.
And that's a good thing. Good deterrent.
Yeah, it's great, except when you're trying to grab the person. But it's true.
But the residents know, Cranston Police, it's a proactive policing, not just sitting waiting for a phone call.
And you'll see that some guys will sit and, you know, monitor traffic and stuff. Personally, me, yeah, everybody has their own way of doing things. I like moving around. I have to move around. I will drive around all night long.
And the sight of police is a deterrent.
Correct.
Do you still get... Well,
What was that? Still got one?
still get stolen bikes?
No. We even give, when people find bikes, we give them information on where to bring them now, because we just it holds up on our like BCI locker and stuff, our basement.
Okay.
So. I saw a car. There's no way it went all the way down the boulevard. It's gotta be it. It's... That's not. G5 Norwood in Patuxent. 1 Charles John 148.
What's up, my friend? How you doing? You have a license on you? Paper for your vehicle?
I just have to get a headlight out. You're missing a front plate, alright? Thanks, man. Are you paying me? It's your debit card.
Damn, why you starting to fuck me? That shit is going on. You fucking my life.
What's that?
You probably gotta get my ticket.
You got your registration with you?
If
Are you doing everything the right way?
Huh?
Where are you coming from? I just saw you. Were you just driving down Broad Street too? I thought I saw you driving down Broad Street.
I'm getting the paper. The registration. The registration.
Just heads up, this is recorded, alright?
Yeah.
Where you coming from right now, my friend? Yeah. Just driving around? Alright, good. Alright, my friend, hold on, alright? So I saw this car driving down Broad Street earlier, and I just took note of it. It was missing, obviously missing the front plate. And then it came down Norwood Avenue, took a right-hand turn onto the boulevard, then took another right-hand turn, and just the path of travel didn't seem right. Looks like it was just driving around aimlessly, and that's what he said. He's just driving around. But this car is registered. And the license is active.
Folks, we're going to step back just for a moment. Again, good evening, everybody. It's Juan. You're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Friday night. We are in Edgewood with Sergeant Corvesi. Now on Norwood Avenue, coming up towards St. Paul's Church. Thank you for all the stars, everybody. Many of you that have been watching, remember you can watch some of the other episodes. They're all on demand. They're also all on YouTube. As sometimes folks, Cranston Police talk about, thumbs up for Cranston Police if you're, especially a Cranston resident. Effective policing and acting as a deterrent. And you can see a very active force that gets out, especially as you can tell Sergeant Corvesi. Again, thank you for the stars, everybody. Make sure you follow the page. You can also subscribe, become a subscriber. Let's see how it ends up.
Hi, bro. Why'd you say I was gonna fuck your life off? What else is going on? Anything else?
East Providence. How much I got to?
Yeah, but you got an active license. Your car's registered, so.
I have active license?
Yeah. You didn't even know your license was active? Is that a good surprise?
I was scared that we were gonna say some
Alright. Are you a murderer? Yeah.
You all set? Be careful, all right? Throw your front plate on.
Yeah. What good does that do? What good does that do? Sitting in the back.
I work.
All right. All right. Throw it on. All right, buddy. All right. Have a good night.
Folks, he's got the Unabomber look.
Yeah. All set. Okay.
He's got the Unabomber look.
Yeah. Didn't even know his license is active. That's 10-8.
He thought his license was expired?
Yeah. Because I guess he was saying he owes money for probably a citation. So, what happens is if you don't pay, your license will be suspended due to fines. So, no, he was good.
So he had his front plate, he just has it inside the car.
Yeah. So, it doesn't do any good there.
No.
I just wanted to stop to see if there was something else going on, you know.
Yeah.
But typically if there was like a gun or it was a car with drugs or something, more often than not, they wouldn't even stop. They would just take off.
Okay. He was a little fidgety.
Yeah.
The hood up.
But,
The Kaczynski look.
yeah. So I didn't see anything like drug paraphernalia in the vehicle. I didn't see anything that would allude to that type of behavior. I didn't see any cut off baggies or anything like that. So
on an earlier episode, we pulled over that car, I think, at Atwood Avenue, and they had one of those compartments that they could hide things in.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have drugs in it at the time, but they more than likely would have had it at one time or another.
Right. Or maybe a weapon.
Yeah.
Flight 12 on 2. I have a car meet me at roads. 4514 right now.
That's 10 to 512.
202.
True.
Can you meet
Anything further on
512 at roads?
Hello.
At this point, it's 4514.
You want to send me a message on that?
One that's on me, I'll handle it. That's the one I'm missing.
Folks, we're at Park Avenue. Riding with Sergeant Corvese. It's 9 o'clock in the east. You're watching Friday night Cranston PD Live. Share that you are watching. It is Juan on the Paisan. What has been a beautiful weather day here in the Northeast. Summer-like temperatures. Legion Bowl, big crowd.
Their houses, hanging out in front of the houses.
This is the Park Theater, and Brady and his crew doing a good job. Some form of a show. Good to see that building being used. We're right at Cranston City Hall, where they did get the individual that vandalized the flag in City Hall.
Hi. How you guys doing?
Oh, there they are.
Hi. I think I heard your mom said she was getting ice cream tonight. Oh. I like it. I like it. Have a great night, guys.
Folks, that's nice. Look at that. People waving, children smiling, Cranston Police. Sergeant, you must appreciate when people are friendly like that.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, there they...
How you doing? What's up?
A lot of people are friendly in this community,
Yes.
which is good. You know, a lot of faith, gives us a lot of faith in our policing. That's why we do it.
All right, folks, I do appreciate it, but please don't ride around following us. It's like when you see a commercial and they say these stunts are performed by professionals. But that is very nice.
That's not uncommon here, thankfully.
Right.
You know,
Cranston residents.
what you see generally, right, on the media is not what happens in Cranston.
Right.
What you see generally, what the catch lines and the clicks, the things that they post for the clicks does not happen in Cranston.
That's right.
And that's the truth.
Is the feast also a good example where people are friendly, interacting with the Cranston?
Well, yes, but the problem with the feast also is there's a lot of people that come into the city
Oh,
that
yeah, for
don't.
that.
Yeah, they come with. There's a lot of people that come with a purpose of just going there for problems. So, unfortunately, but we teach them that that's not where it's supposed to happen.
The week of the feast, will there be people locked up?
Oh yeah, definitely. There will be people locked up.
That's maybe the busiest stretch of the year in the city.
Yes.
Wednesday night through
Maybe
Sunday.
if you're riding, nothing will happen.
That's right.
you know.
No, I don't think so.
But it's busy.
That's funny, the people at the red lights, isn't it?
Yeah. A lot of support though.
Yep. Folks, again, Friday night, Juan and the Paisan at Cranston PD Live. We are riding in Cranston. We are with Sergeant Corvisi. You can please share that you are watching. This will be on demand. You can go back and watch some of the other episodes. And this will also be available on YouTube and Spotify.
Press them. Kieran at Pendleton. 1 Henry Victor 321.
Yep.
It must make it somewhat easier when people are supportive like that.
Oh yeah, you know, it makes the job easier. It makes you happy when you want to do when you come and do your job and you have support. I couldn't imagine working in a city without support. I probably wouldn't, to be honest with you. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't, because we have a very, very difficult job. Hard enough. I don't know another job besides something in the TV industry where you walk around recording yourself. And it's very difficult. It takes a toll on you. There's a lot of things you see that you just got to bury away sometimes. And doing it in a city where there's support makes it a lot easier. I always compare like this. You know, there's football players that get to go out there and make millions doing something they love to do.
62 Oak Hill Drive.
And they have no stress. No stress, just perform. You know, we go out here for, nothing close to that. And we risk our lives, risk hurting our own family, to do what we do. So
It'd be much different if people were, obscene gestures, swearing, throwing beer cans at the car.
Yeah, thankfully that would not happen here. So
That would not play in Cranston.
no.
Today.
Yes, myself.
What's up?
Good, sir.
Schlager G20 and 15 Kieran.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of eerie right now. I feel like tonight's just gonna explode.
Okay. Folks, again, you're watching Cranston PD Live. It is Friday night. It is Juan riding along Sergeant Corvisi, Cranston Police Department. And Sergeant, so far tonight, it has been somewhat of a quiet night. That's not a bad thing.
It was a Q night.
Yeah, a Q night.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, everybody needs it once in a while. There's been a lot of people have been putting on a lot of hours, and
yes,
sometimes you just need to go, to the wall, crazy.
Yeah. No, it's a good thing. All right, folks, we want to thank Sergeant Corvisi. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, make sure that you share that you're watching. Thank you for all the stars. Thank you for supporting live on the scene live stream programming like Cranston PD Live. We'll be back with you again sometime soon. It is Friday night, and you have been watching Cranston PD Live.